Welcome to Accelerated Engineering. My name is John, and this is the video encyclopedia entry for the RANDBETWEEN function, or random between. What RANDBETWEEN does is it allows the generation of a random number between the bottom provided number and the top provided number. And RANDBETWEEN always provides integers. So I would like this to produce an integer between 0 and 10. If I just enter the formula like that, I get a number between 0 and 10. And I can expand this to give however many values I want. For later purposes, I'm actually just going to expand this down and produce 300-ish values, all randomly generated between 0 and 10. And we see a good variety of numbers here. RANDBETWEEN is a volatile function, which means every time I update a cell in the spreadsheet, the RANDBETWEEN function generates a new number. If I update this cell over here, all my RANDBETWEEN functions update, and they will do that every time I modify another cell. This makes RANDBETWEEN a volatile function. It can chew up a lot of memory space if you're using hundreds or thousands of RANDBETWEEN. Use with caution. Be careful. There are no additional arguments to be used in the RANDBETWEEN function. However, we can do any integer values within the limits of what Excel can manage. We can do negative numbers and positive numbers and get all of our values out. Oops. Of course, there we go. Just smear that all the way down, and we get a variety of numbers. Now, this function produces a linear distribution of numerical values. So I'm going to take the values between -5 and +5, for example, and just smear them all the way down. And I would like to just generate a histogram to show how this works. Here we go. And we can see from this that 1, 2, 3, 6, it looks like it's separated those bins in kind of a reasonable way. I think I can do better, but where are we? Our options should have this. Right. Axis options. Number here, no, axis options. Here we go. I would like the number of bins to be defined as 10. There we go. And that gives me a nice integer separation for all of these histogram values. And we can see that this particular random distribution is predisposed to generate these low numbers. So let's change it. We'll just update all the values and see how it changes. Oh, look at that. It's different. Different again. And I'm getting a preponderance of -5. Well, that's because this is double counting. It's counting all the values that are -4 and -5. That's just an issue with the histogram bounds. We can see that the rest of it is a regular linear distribution, which is useful for, well, it's useful for generating random stuff if we need it. I think I can make the histogram display this better. Let's go to, you know what, it's really not important for the sake of this function. Either way, generates random numbers linearly distributed from the upper bound, or from the lower bound or the bottom to the upper bound or the top. Something that you should never do randomly is choose whether or not you're going to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This would be an excellent time to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. Some related functions to RANDBETWEEN would be rand, or random, and the random array, which both do slightly different things. We'll look at that in another, or in different videos. Anyway, this concludes the video encyclopedia entry for the RANDBETWEEN function. Thank you for watching. Happy excelling.